Welcome back to The Light Within. I'm your friend, Pemasi. Today, we have someone who's dedicated his life to breath, inner peace, and service. An art of living teacher, Mr. Sonam Wangchuk, guiding us with wisdom and compassion. Thank you for joining us today, La. If I may ask you to kindly introduce yourself to my viewers.
Thank you for having me. As introduced by Pema, I am a part-time art of living teacher. Since 2008, I've been teaching the happiness program. I do it voluntarily, and I'm a semi-retired businessman.
Las. If I may ask you to share a little bit about your life, like your childhood, your career, your family, and how did you get into this art of living? Because I know you as one of the most successful businessmen, and then the next thing I know is he's become a teacher. So I really would want to get into that.
Let's first, I had a very beautiful childhood, no traumas, nothing. I was brought up in Kalimpong, meaning I studied there in Kalimpong, and later on I pursued my education here in Bhutan, Lunten Zampa Junior High School, then Yangchin Fu High School, and I went for my pre-university in Sharapsi College. Then I did my degree from Delhi University. So as I finished my graduation and I began to work, everyone told me, make money. That will bring you happiness. Well, I was just beginning and I was just getting advices from all the seasoned people, elders, friends, family. So everyone told me money is equivalent to money equals happiness. That's the equation. So from day one, I didn't join any corporations, any government offices. I started construction from day one. And that was the thing that time. So I thought, let me make money and buy happiness. So day and night, I was after money. And ultimately, when I got a certain amount, I thought I'd buy happiness. But the happiness was very momentary. For instance, I love automobiles and motorcycles. So the first thing I did was bought automobiles and motorcycles. And I thought that would give me happiness. Yes, it was there, but it was just a momentary pleasure.
Yes.
So what happened was after the car comes out with a new model, then my happiness, the thing that gave me happiness, turns into sadness.
Oh no.
So then what happened was then I said, okay, now the equation that happiness equals to money is wrong. I said, there's something missing here. So that's when I started exploring. So I have done Vipassana, I've done so many courses. I was always in lookout for happiness.
Yes.
So ultimately, I came across this art of living, and that too in Finsoling.
Yes.
I was walking by the Thompen's office and I came across a sign saying happiness program.
Yeah.
So I just walked into that and then I found out there was a art of living program going on. And I was late for that batch. So I was asked to join the next batch. Luckily, it happened in a couple of months. And after that, there was no turning back.
Yes.
That really clicked with what I wanted. And it really gave me what I was looking for.
Yes.
And that was how to be happy.
Yes. So you can safely say that you found happiness, is it?
Yes, I have. But you need to practice.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's very important. Bottom line is your mind, no? Ultimately, your mind rules the whole who rules everything. As the saying goes, the strongest muscle in your body is your mind. If you can control that, if you can build that, you can conquer the world. So, yes, I have found, but I'm still in the path to the ultimate bliss.
Less. Okay. So the Art of Living happiness program is something that I've done also, thanks to Au. For me personally, it has really helped. But I'm a mother of 3 children. I have a family to take care of, and as much as I would like to devote my time into practice and really, really kind of get a hold of my mind and my breath, I have a lot of other responsibilities as well, and I'm sure a lot of people will will be having the same thing. Well, can uh, how can I, as a practitioner or a wannabe practitioner, kind of prioritize or dedicate certain amount of time to the practice, because something or the other always comes up.
That's right. Now, in order to do something, like for instance, right now in Bhutan, we are winning a lot of medals in the bodybuilding
Yeah.
field.
Yes. Yeah.
So, don't you think they've been working out for years and years? Or is it just a week ago that they've just started working out? They've been working out for years and years, dedicating, sacrificing so many things, right?
Yes.
So, in the same manner, if you want to master something, you have to dedicate time. There is no magic pill. Everyone knows that. Even like you said, if you don't get the time, right? So the time here it is like, let's say for instance, there's some emergency in your family or your friend, near and dear ones, and you have some other works to do also. Won't you attend to the emergency first?
Yes. La.
So on your priority list, if you have 10 numbers, if you keep your practice at the end, then you'll have to finish all the rest and then only attend to that, right?
Yes.
So you should know that that should be a priority. If you make that your priority, rest will be taken care. So now you see you don't have time. Who has time right now in this modern world? Nobody has the time. So it is for people who don't have time. It is not for people who are relaxed. They don't need it. It's for people who don't have time. We have to remember this. Everyone says that. It's very true. I don't have the time to do it. I don't have. You have to. Nobody says that I don't have the time to eat my food, right? They make sure that
we eat.
eat. Otherwise, you're going to collapse, right?
Yes. La.
So you should know your priorities.
Yes.
That's what I would say. And if you make this your priority, I will assure you, you will definitely succeed in whatever you do, meaning you are more mindful.
Yes.
And whatever you do, you will do it very, very efficiently.
How do you now, I personally know you very well, and you're a family man, a husband, father of 3 children. How do you manage now? Again, coming back to time, how do you manage it? Because you are also responsible for your children, spending time with your wife. How do you get it, like running the household, mula spending time being a father, being a dad, like how do you do it, because I know that you are all out into service. You want to make people's lives better by teaching them the art of Sudarshan Kriya or breathing techniques, mula. How do you manage the time, with your children and with your family? Because I am pretty sure that your family also wants a part of you.
Well, in Art of Living, they say the whole world is your family. Yes, it's difficult to practice that, but definitely not impossible. You can do that. I do this voluntarily because I see this other people than my family requiring it more.
Yes.
And especially right now in Bhutan, so many people are suffering from depression, anxiety, While my family, my children especially, they don't have that problem right now. And yes, I give my time, and my wife is there who is also giving her full time to the children. And yes, she looks after the children more than me. And I, as a husband, as a father, as the man of the house, I make sure that my responsibility is fulfilled.
Yes.
And other times, as I said, I'm a semi retired businessman. I'll talk about that more, why I become a semi retired. I do have the time
Yes.
because I don't watch any TV serials, which saves a lot of
Football
time.
matches.
No movies.
Yes.
I don't attend any parties. So I get a lot of time
Yes.
because these are the things that take away all your time. Social obligations, going for parties, and all that. So that's how I manage them. I have a lot of time.
Last. So that means you have found out what is important. The relationships and whatever service that you're doing is more important. So when we do that, we have time. looks like I've been doing all the wrong things because I don't seem to find
know
the time.
your priorities in life.
Last. So now, coming back to again, like your business, and then now your spirit. You said you're a semi-retired businessman. Um, which one is more helpful, or what is more, like good for your well-being? The spiritual aspect, or the career aspect, or a mix or balance of both?
First, I would like to say that no matter who you are, whether you're the richest man in the world or the poorest man in the world, whether you're the strongest man in the world, the weakest man in the world, your destination is the same. That's what I've realized. So no matter how much wealth you accumulate, ultimately your destination is one. You don't get a ticket when you kick the bucket.
True, very
You
true.
cannot buy a ticket. It is, you are stripped of everything and you have to enter that gate. So in that manner, why I have become a semi-retired businessman is because I've realized that sky is the limit. Nothing is enough. No matter how much you make, is not enough. It's difficult to realize that, but if you start, you will reach your destination. So I would request everyone to start into your spiritual journey.
Yes.
And that, in the art of living, you can do it beautifully. All you have to do is what you do every day. That's breathing.
Yes.
Very simple.
Yes, absolutely. I actually, like, you introduced us to the happiness program, me and my husband. And both of us, like, as you know, my husband, Ogun Penj, is also a businessman. And he's, more spiritually inclined than me. But you kind of really got us into it. And I must say that that was a year ago, after I took that happiness program of, it was 6 days, Mula. 6 days of happiness program, 3 hours a day. Something shifted in me, something really shifted in me. Like, everything around me is the same, actually. No, my situation is the same. Like, everything, the environment is the same, but the way I perceived just switched. And it's like, and every time I practice, my husband does it on a daily basis, Sudarshan Kriya. He religiously does it. For me, I do it once a week. Every Thursday, I do it. But even when I do it once a week, Thursday, something magical happens, Sila. Like, obviously, I find that inner peace within. A lot of emotions come out, a lot of stored trauma comes out. I cry, I am a mess while doing it. But after the release is done, something magical happens. Things just work out. Intuition is more stronger. My intuition gets more stronger. I'm more calm, and it's really helped me. So I, for one, if could maybe tell the public, if your life is a mess, and it doesn't have to be a mess, actually, like, if you feel lost, and if you feel like disconnected, or if you feel like you don't have the answers, give Sudarshan Kriya, the Art of Living program, Sudarshan Kriya happiness program a try. And if it doesn't change your life, then contact me. Honestly, love, because I come from a lot of trauma. I come from a lot of, I don't know, mental blocks, a lot of issues, love, but it's absolutely changed something in me. It was just a switch, la, and you helped me switch it on. La. Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Sejunibin. Coming back to the questions, there is a lot of youth, especially the youth. I'm focusing on the youth because a lot of people contact me. Mula, because I'm kind of active on social media, people contact me on how to deal with their emotions. They have a lot of emotional wounds, la. Comparison, somebody's doing better than me, or I'm depressed, or my boyfriend left me, my girlfriend left me, I'm into addiction, I'm into financial issues. For me, that's what I've noticed. La. For people like that, what would you say? La? And these kids, Mula, these kids will not come for. And anyway, there is a age limit for the happiness program, but the Mula, 18 years is the age limit. For kids younger than 18, going through these type of emotional wounds, what can they do? La?
Okay, so what I would like to tell you is actually I wanted to become a teacher below 18. The happiness program is a program for 18 and above, for adults only.
Yes.
Initially, when I came across the art of living, I wanted to, it was so beautiful, it changed my life that I wanted my children to learn it.
Yes.
So what happened was I went to Bangalore to become a teacher for the below 18, for children below 18. And my intention was different that time. I went down to learn the program. I was telling myself that I'll tell them that I'll come back to Bhutan and teach the Bhutanese children, but my intention was different. I just wanted my children to learn it. That was my only intention. Because that time I was not fully matured, meaning mentally and spiritually. So I went down and I told them I want to become a children's teacher and I want to learn the children's program. And the first week, around a week, they keep you together. The the adults program and the children's program participants, they keep it together. And then that time they tell you about, the whole world is your family. Everyone is a part of you. And that time it struck me. I had to contemplate and think, okay, what I have come here for is completely for myself.
Yeah.
Very, very unfair.
Mm.
I'm going to lie to them and say I'm going to teach children back in Bhutan. And that my intention is like, just want to teach my children. That's it. That's what I wanted to give them, because I was thinking, if you get this knowledge at a very young age,
Yeah.
like how the youngsters are going through all these problems right now,
Yeah.
that is just a click away.
Yes.
That can be handled very easily if you train your mind. And it's very simple to train your mind. Like as you were mentioning, you do once a week your sadhana, which is your spiritual practice. So if you go to the gym once a week and the person who goes to the gym every day, there's a big difference, right? So in order to help yourself, in order to help yourself come out of all this situation, you need to practice. Practice makes a man perfect.
Perfect. Yes,
Right?
sir.
These sayings are not just said for things, no?
Yes.
It has the impact. So if you practice every day, you will definitely reach your destination. You will definitely get a lot of benefit. And as you mentioned, you said just by doing once a week also, you get tremendous amount of
Yes, la. Very positive effects. Yes, la.
effects, right?
Yeah.
Which helps you a lot. So just imagine doing it every day, right? Like in Art of Living, this is a very famous saying. Why do we brush our teeth every day?
Yes.
Dental health, right?
Yes.
So for your mental health also, you got to do it every day.
Yes.
You can't possibly just like let's say someone brush. Most people brush for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Let's say 3 minutes. So in a week you have 7 days. So 7, 3, 21. You can't possibly brush one day 21 minutes and say, okay, 1 week done, right?
Yes, la.
So
Yes.
same
Thank
way,
you.
You practice also. You can't just do one day and then say, oh, 1 week is done. You have to
Yes.
do it every day. Very important. You can't say, I'll eat for the whole week and I'll not eat now for the next 7 days. Not possible, right? Every day you have to practice. So coming back to my story, then I went, when I was there, then I thought, okay, I was very guilty. And I said, no, I can't do this. It's very selfish on my part. And I got completely, my outlook completely changed within that week. And then I said, okay, no, I'll do the happiness program. I will teach the entire humanity, the entire globe. So that's how I became a happiness program teacher. And then after I came back, yeah, so many people after doing the program come to you with a genuine thank you.
Yes.
And then that is what money can't buy. That is what I've realized. Money can't buy that. And that is what you need in life.
Yes.
Very, very important. So that's how I, took a step back in life and then, stopped working. Of course, to survive, you need to have certain income. But fortunately, I am a little comfortable regarding my finance.
Yes.
So I thought maybe, give back to society. And like I said, you need to, when you reach that gate, the final destination of our life, that time is not how much you have in your bank. That's the entry fee.
Yes.
It doesn't depend how much assets you've accumulated. It's not how famous you've become.
Yes.
It's how much merit you've accumulated, how much work you've given back to the society. That's very important. And that no one can escape. Let me repeat that again. Everyone has to go through that gate. As I said, a billionaire, a trillionaire, or a pauper has to pass through that gate.
Yes.
I hope I've answered your question.
Thank you, La. Thank you. Thank you so much, La. How does the art of living blend with our Bhutan's culture, la, like Buddhism, mula, nature, mindfulness, nalu? How does this art of living blend? La?
There's nothing different about Buddhism and art of living, I think. It's the same thing. It's all about mindfulness, being in the present moment, helping the needy, which is all there in our Buddhism, in our Buddhist society. Nothing different. I would say it's in fact the same. It's just the method, how you become more mindful. It's just, but ultimately, the goal is the same. Not much difference at all. So most people think that art of living is, since the founder is a Hindu, most think that it is something related to Hinduism and all that. Even I was questioned when I became a teacher and came back, but now they know that it has nothing to do with religion. It's just about mindfulness.
If I may get into the sadhana, how does Sudarshan Kriya help people who are struggling mentally? How does it help? How does the Sudarshan Kriya breath work?
Okay, I would like to ask this question to the viewers as well as to you. What is the pattern of breath when someone is angry?
Rapid breath.
Yes, very rapid. And when someone is sad, how is the breathing pattern?
Sad? I don't know. Sad? Maybe slow?
Yes, long and sighing breaths,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So right now, are you happy?
Yes, la. Your energy is like.
Okay. So right now, how are you breathing? Even the viewers, how is your breathing pattern?
Slow and steady.
Normal, right?
Normal, yeah.
So your breath and your emotions are correlated.
Yes.
If you can control your breath, you can control your emotion. So the Sudarshan Kriya is all about the breathing technique. They teach you the breathing technique in that 6 days, 3 hours, about 2 plus hours,
Yes.
where you are completely you completely learn about the breathing technique,
Yes.
which benefits you tremendously, and we do that every second.
Yes.
Very simple. You're not learning anything difficult. I would say Sudarshan Kriya, to learn Sudarshan Kriya, it's inbuilt in you.
Yes.
Nothing difficult. You just have to give some time. So now when you have something tangible, right?
Yes.
Like for instance, me before I came across the art of living and vipassana and all that, I used to recite I used to chant prayers, Buddhist prayers and all. What happened was when I was chanting it, yes, I feel the energy, I feel good, very high on life. But once I finish chanting, it starts fading off.
Yes.
I cannot retain it. So then that's why I have, come into art of living where you're breathing every time and your breath, you can control all your emotions through your breath, which is tangible.
Yes.
And the things that we do, most of the things that we do to regarding your mind training, it's all intangible.
Yes.
You cannot relate to it. Like, for instance, Geselalin. Who hasn't studied Geselalin? All Bhutanese.
Yes.
So you have this.
Yes.
Zepo Gombo Geselalin ni. Chakpa
Chapa
Pamo
geselalin
Geselalin ni. But as soon as someone irritates you,
all
where's the
that is gone.
Geselalin? Yeah. So those are all intangible. No, you can't get that back at the spur of that moment. You cannot get those things back.
Yes.
While as you get angry, you start breathing fast. So all you have to do is just control your breath, which is tangible.
Yes.
And as you control your breath, your anger subsides automatically, right?
Yes.
So, for instance, I would like to share this also. Like some of my elderly cousins and uncles and all, they go for lams preaching and all. Okay, then let's say it's at Kunsal Podang. Okay, some preaching is going on there, and in that room or in that vicinity, the energy is beautiful. Nobody wants to harm anyone. Even if a small spider is crawling, they pick it up and say, "You cannot kill it. It has life in it," and they put it aside. So now let's say the prayer is over, the chanting, everything is over, and then the session gets over and they're driving back. And on the way, someone accidentally bumps into you. So what do we do?
Rage.
Get out of the car and start screaming at that person, right? Now, where is all that what you learned up there is gone? Yeah.
Exactly.
So these are intangible things, which is very difficult for you to apply when the situation arises. But as if you have done the art of living, as you start breathing fast, you just have to control your breath. And that comes in automatically since you've been doing your sadhana. If you've been doing your sadhana, that comes in automatically. Of course, it might not come. You might open the door, get out, and almost blast at that person, but then
you stop.
Yes, something stops you there.
Yes, yes,
and then
it's happened
that,
to me.
Okay, I think no. So this is the beauty of the Sudarshan Kriya.
Last, so beautiful. Since you just gave us one practical tool of what do we do when we are faced with a situation where we would actually react out of rage, how do we stop that? So one practical tool is control your breath. Mola, thank you so much for that. I have a lot more other questions on quick steps. Before that, I heard a story of Sri Ravi Shankar, our Guruji. He changed something in some. I remember you sharing that story, which I just found too fascinating. If you could kindly just, remind me of that. La.
Okay. So our founder's name is Sri Ravi Shankar, the Art of Living founder. He's a spiritualist and a humanitarian.
Yes.
He goes all over the world where there are conflict zones and helps people who are distressed. So every one of you must have heard about the war in Colombia.
Yes, yeah.
The government and the FARC rebels, FARQUE, they were in war with the government for almost 50 years plus.
Yes, yes.
And so many countries, so many powerful people went there to negotiate between the government and the rebels. No one succeeded. And Sri Ravi Shankar, the founder of Art of Living, he went there, taught them the art of living, Gandhian principle of non-violence, and amazingly, to the whole world, it was surprising. These rebels surrendered their arms, and that's one feather he has on his hat.
Yes. La.
So that way, he goes to so many conflicted areas where if you come for the happiness program, you'll see everything in detail there.
Yes, la, yes.
So that's one of his greatest achievements.
Thank you, la. Thank you so much. I do follow Guruji, and whatever he shares and his teachings and his insights, always, any time of the day, resonates with me, la. It really helps me. So thank you, la. Thank you so much. Coming back to the practical tools, la, now real life scenario, mo, la, practical tools, like we have a lot of teachers and a lot of learned people saying like, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that, and you have to take, like, meditate for like a month and all of that. There's a lot, and I'm sure they're very helpful. It's helped me definitely, but this question is for busy people. No la, so practical tools, if Sir O can give la. What is one step that people can take when they're overthinking, emotionally overwhelmed or overthinking? I'm an overthinker myself. So what is one easy practical tool la, for people like me to use?
First, I would like to say is, like I said earlier, there is no magic pill.
Yes.
Okay? And if you come for the Art of Living Happiness program, you learn a lot of tools there,
Yes.
a lot of ways to handle your mind.
Yes.
Very simple ways, very simple ways.
Yes.
So I would recommend people to just join the program.
Yes.
When you join the program, after that, what happens is, first I would like to ask you a question. How many hours does a person have in a day?
24.
Yes, nobody has 25 hours, right?
Yes.
We all have 24 hours. So in that 24 hours, what does your efficiency depend on?
Nutrition, rest.
Yes. Efficiency is dependent on how well you're rested, how much energy you have in your body, and all this, what do you think it comes from?
uh, our mind. I don't know. Resting our
Yes.
mind. Okay.
If you have anxiety, if you are stressful, do you think you can get a good sleep?
No.
So when you don't have a good sleep, what happens next day? How is your
Yes, you're
performance?
groggy and
You can't
yes.
perform well, right?
Yes.
So if you do your sadhana, which is your Sudarshan Kriya, which is taught in the happiness program, your efficiency increases. Now let's say today you come to work, right? In the morning hours, how is the efficiency? And in the evening hours, how efficient are you?
Tired and drained by evening.
Right?
Yes.
So now, how would it be if you can maintain the same energy throughout the day? How would your efficiency be?
It's a peak, Optimal.
So if you do your
Sudarshan Kriya. Yes.
Sudarshan Kriya, your efficiency is increased because you are full of energy. Simple. And that is by just breathing.
Yes.
And breathing, for the viewers' kind information, those who do not know, removes almost 80% of your toxins is removed through your breath. Very important. Provided you're breathing the right way.
Yes.
Very important that. So in Art of Living, all emphasizes is on the breath.
Breath.
You know
Yes.
that very
Yes.
well, right? So all you have to do is just do your sadhana, which is a spiritual practice, and your efficiency will. And when you're more efficient, you do more work. And when you finish more work, you're less stressful.
Yes.
Simple.
Yes. Thank you.
Very simple.
Thank you. Thank you. If I may share my experience and maybe just give like a brief, timeline on what happens during the happiness program for the viewers is like there is a lot of exercises all linked to breath all just linked to breath, something that we consciously and unconsciously have been doing since we were born. Mula, and most of the time I realize that we've been breathing wrong our whole life, Imabala. And after I took the course, there's a lot of very beautiful beautiful what do I call it la experience, very beautiful experience, very beautiful exercises where there is this one exercise where you look into people's eyes. And that is one very beautiful experience I had, because I've been married to my husband for quite some time. Like we've been together for so long. But when I did that exercise with him, I saw a person that I was just I thought like I saw his soul. It was my soul seeing his soul, and the love and the love that I felt for him was just like I don't think I've ever felt like that. It was so so beautiful. Now we shifted partners, Mula. Now we have to look into somebody else's, a stranger's, and guess what I had? The exact same amount of love for that person's soul. I do not know that person. I don't know his past, his present, his future. I don't know him. But looking into his eyes, I just felt this very beautiful connection. That was, I think that was one of the most beautiful things I've done, was to look into people's eyes. I have the tendency of not being like, I feel awkward. I can't really look into people's eyes. But that exercise was so, so, so beautiful, and it made me connect more, even on a deeper level with my husband. And now I feel that love, that empathy, I can really connect with people, Zumba. That's something that I really felt. And the other one was while doing the Sudarshan Kriya, I kind of still struggle. You must have seen me last week. I still struggle, but it's not so bad. Is a lot of my trauma and a lot of my issues that I think I was deeply hidden in my subconscious mind came out. It came out, and if you notice, like just like a few months ago, how I used to literally cry like a baby, Mola, now it's so much better. So I really can see the effect of this sadhana, and it's really improved my life. And not just that, for the viewers, after I did the Sudarshan Kriya, the sadhana, the happiness program, Mola, after I did this, things just work out for you. Now, whatever it may be, for me, I'm on social media. Now, obviously, I should not be having attachment, and I should not be like, having desires and all that. No. But things just work out. You connect. For me, I want to connect with my viewers. Viewers just connect. They just resonate with what I have to say. Things just work out. Like relationships improved for me. Financially, it improved for me. My work, my career. I just feel everything took off, especially after I did this sadhana. And once a week I do it, and it still works like for me. So really no complaints. I am just so grateful for introducing me to happiness program. I can't wait for my children to turn 18, and I want them to do it. But at home I make them, like me and my husband try to like, okay, deep breath, inhale, exhale, and all that. We try to be a little bit more mindful. I really, really appreciate what you have done. You've literally changed our lives. La.
Okay,
Literally.
on that note, for your children, now in January, there's a children's program coming up,
Nice.
Art of Living. A teacher, senior teacher from India is coming.
To Bhutan. La.
So, yeah. So, for the viewers, please get in touch with Ampema or me.
Yes.
It's known as the Intuition Program. Very beautiful program. And it's for children below 18. So, just for your information.
Last.
If you could spread it also.
Last. So it's January. You'll give me.
I'll
give me the information, and I'll just put it in my description. La.
Okay.
And maybe your contact number as well. I'll
Mhm.
share. Mula. So, is there anything else that you feel will be beneficial for my viewers and for me? Any insights that you might want to share?
What I would like to say is there's a famous Bhutanese saying, Siva lagi si, mapa rangi si.
Yes.
No? Something like that. So do the happiness program. Then after that, see the changes in your life. Like what I have noticed is people who have done the happiness program and are very regular with the sadhanas, they have changed drastically.
Yes.
Completely. There's a different, the attitude of that person has completely changed. And the viewers should try and, at least give it a try.
Yes.
There's no harm. No, it doesn't take away. The program is usually after office, 5 p.m. It's for about 2 hours plus, and just 6 days. Which, if you're going to office, if you're a 9 to 5 person who has to attend office, spare that time and see the difference that it makes in your life.
Yes.
As Pema has already mentioned, that the changes that has come to her life by just doing once a week. So just imagine you do
I
it
do it 7 days a week.
your times 7.
My husband, he does it. He does it 7 days a week. Now I feel I'm married to a totally different man. He hardly gets angry, and he's more calmer. He's more connected with, his own truth, his inner self, and he is become a better father, a better husband, a better son, better businessman. And the things that are happening in his life, you'll not even believe it. I don't want to say it right now, but he's thriving. He's doing really well, and I really give credit to the sadhana. He does it without fail. He does it every day. So yeah, that the growth, not just you're mentally all that, but work wise, he's thriving. So it's all thanks to the sadhana that he's doing. Definitely. Definitely. And it's all thanks to you. Thanks to you. Oh. So yes, thank you so much, for sharing your light. May you continue to help people breathe, live, and love more deeper. Thank you. Thank you so much. As you leave this conversation, may you carry one truth with you. You're stronger, softer, and more capable than you think. Until next time, keep glowing, keep growing. And as Au Sonam Wangchuk mentions, victory of the big mind. Thank you very much.